Hey, what is up, everybody? Zerofats here, coming at you on behalf of AdventuresOnTheRiver.com. So, I wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit about something. It's kind of a mindset, right? It's kind of a mindset. I wanted to talk to you about time, right? And I wanted to talk to you about money. Time and money. Time and money. Time and money. It's funny, man, because, like, a lot of people walk around. I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day, man. He was walking around with me. We were kind of walking around, taking a walk down in the park. We were just shooting the crap. We went out to eat some lunch. I hadn't seen him for a while. He was talking to me about, getting a job and how he needed to get a job. He was out of work. He wasn't working right now. And I was talking about money, man. Money's tight. Money's tight. He needs to get a job together. And I said, what kind of job you want to get, man? And he said, man, I don't know, man. I guess I'm going to get back into factory work or whatever, And I said, well, look, man, and let me give you a backstory, man. My buddy loves to read. My buddy, man, he reads like crazy. And this cat can read a 600-page book in a day, man. He dissects these books, man. He's a really smart dude. Very, very smart. He could be doing more than just, working in a factory if he wanted to. He could be doing a lot more. But I said, well, look, man, why don't you think about, why don't you think about maybe doing some entrepreneurial stuff, man? You could probably make some pretty good money. You have a large skill set, when it comes to reading and analyzing books and analyzing storylines and climaxes and characters and things like that, man. Did you ever think about maybe applying some of those skills to kind of making money? And he said, man, no, I'm too lazy to do that, dude. I don't want to get into all that. So for someone like that, man, for my buddy, it's about finding his inspiration. You know what I'm saying? What motivates him to what would inspire him to have the drive to do something like that, man? It's funny, man, because the drive to go fill out an application and go back to work, man, is just the simple, like, base animal instinct of, hey, I need money to survive, so I'm gonna go fill out an application and get back to work. But it's kind of like, what's the difference between that and saying, hey, I need money to survive, I'm gonna create a job for myself, right? It's like a mentality. It's like a mentality there, And it kind of makes me think, like, people, it's not their fault, man. We've all kind of grown up in a certain way. We've all kind of been brainwashed to think in a certain way. We've all kind of been brainwashed to think money. If I want money, I go to work, right? We didn't grow up thinking, like, hey, if I want money, I create a job for myself. Most of us didn't. Most of us lower class kids didn't grow up thinking like that. Now the wealthy, they probably don't teach their kids like that. The wealthy teach their kids differently. But poor people, the culture we grew up in, we learned that if we want a job, or if we want money, we go get a job. And that's the way we are, man. We were almost brainwashed to be like that. So I said to my buddy, I said, look, man, check this out, man. Think about this for a second, man. Think about time and think about money. I mean, how much is your time worth? Because when you go to work at a factory, man, what are they going to pay you? Like 10 bucks an hour, 12 bucks an hour, 13 bucks an hour? And he said something like, yeah, maybe something like that, I said, so how much is your time worth, dude? Have you ever thought about that? I mean, you as a person, with a skill set. Now I ask all you guys right now, I challenge you. Think about yourself. Think about your skill set. Think about what you're capable of. Do you even know what you're capable of? Do you have any idea what you might be capable of if you applied yourself? Well, think about that for a second, and then think, man, how much am I worth an hour? And think about how much is your time worth, right? And I said, Bill, look, man, check it out. I said, look, man, check this out. I can make a product, right? An information product. I could put that up online and I could sell it for 10 bucks, right? then I can make like the enhanced version of that product, and people will buy that product because I'll provide them value, right? I'll provide them value for that $10, and I'll over deliver the value so they'll feel like they got their $10 worth. And then I'll create another product, and it'll be like the enhanced version of that product. We'll talk about everything in that product, but it'll be more enhanced. It'll be even more in depth. It'll be more information for people who need extra. They need even more, right? And let's say that product will charge $60 for. This is a step up, man. It's the upgrade from the $10 thing, right? And then, like, it takes time to build that $10 product, right? And then it takes time to build that $60 product, right? And then there's things happening when you're building those products, right? There's things happening. You know, one, you're creating products, but there's something else happening, right? You're establishing yourself. You're establishing yourself as someone who knows how to do this. You know how to do this thing, right? You're establishing yourself. You know, you're establishing yourself as an expert on how to do this one thing, right? So then what if there's another upsell? What if there's another upsell? And what if that upsell is nothing more than your phone number in an hour, right? Look, for even more, for $200, you can call me, and I'll give you an hour of my time for $200. That was easy to put that together, right? You just listed your phone number and said it was $200 for an hour of your time. And you can do that because you've established yourself as an expert in this field. So if people need help in this thing, they're going to call you, and they'll pay the $200 because you've established yourself as an expert. Boom. You've put yourself there, right? So I ask you, how much is your time worth? Is it worth $200 an hour? Is it worth $2,000 an hour? I mean, you decide, right? You decide how much your time is worth. Positioning yourself as an expert in certain fields and deciding how much your time is worth. I mean, is your time worth $200 an hour? Is your time worth $60 an hour? Is your time worth $10 an hour? I mean, you decide, right? Here's what I propose to you. Your time is worth what you say it's worth. It's your job to convince other people that you're that valuable, right? You can do that at a factory and say, hey, okay, I'll take 12 bucks an hour. You can do that on the internet and say, hey, look, my time is worth $300 an hour. $300 an hour is what I charge to teach you how to do something. It's your job to position yourself as an expert in that field, right? So here's what I'm saying to you. Your time is the most valuable thing you have. It's more valuable than your money. It's more valuable than anything else you have. It's your most valuable asset. Your time is very perception based, right? How do you perceive your time? I mean, how do you perceive it in value? If I have millions of dollars and I donate $10,000 to charity, it doesn't mean as much. But what if I can make $1 million an hour? And I donate an hour of my time to a soup kitchen, and I hand out food to the poor. I spent $1 million. I could have been making $1 million that hour, but I chose to spend my time with these homeless people, right? That means something. I mean, your time is valuable. I mean, and the idea of moving from like an employee, right, to an entrepreneur, there has to be a shift there in your mind. Your mind has to start seeing your time as being more valuable than your money, right? Your time is valuable, right? How much time do you have? How much time do you have on this planet? How much time do you have healthy? How much time will you have to spend with your children, with your wife, with your loved ones, with your mother, with your father? How much time do you have to spend with those people? Every ounce of your time is valuable, okay? And it's up to you to decide how valuable it is, right? So, for me, when I started to become 100% independent and not having to work at a job anymore, I noticed there was a shift. You know, there was a shift there. where I started realizing that my time was more valuable than the money that I had in my pocket. Because I could use that time and I could put a value on it. I could define the value of my time, right? And it was basically defined by how much I could actually make in an hour. How much knowledge do I have? How valuable am I? Realistically, how much money could I make in this hour, right? Stuff you need to think about. So yeah, that's kind of the message for the video today, man. I wanted to talk to you guys about time, man, because a lot of people don't think about it, man. They think about it, man, hey, time is money. Time is money. Hey, my time is money. No, man, your time is more than money. Your time is more than money. It's undefined. Time is priceless. Time is money. No, it's not. You go to a job and make $9 an hour. Okay? Your time is worth more than $9 an hour. You're renting yourself out to a company for $9 an hour. Nah. How valuable is your time? I ask you again. How much could you make in that hour if you applied yourself and used your brain? Find something. Find something to do. Find something you believe could work. Find something you believe could work. Execute it. Execute it. Go. Do it, man. Do it. I don't care whether it's a Fiverr gig. I don't care whether it's Amazon.com. I don't care whether it's eBay. I don't care whether it's internet marketing. I don't care what it is. Find it and go. Define a very high value for your time. Because, folks, tomorrow is not promised. No one knows how long we're going to be here. You have to do what you want to do. Go for the goals you want to go for. Get organized and value your time. Put a very high value on it. Be mad when you go to that job and you're making $13 an hour. Be mad. Be mad that you're there. Understand that you're undervalued at this job. Understand that you're doing charity work, renting yourself out for $13 an hour. When you probably could be making $50 an hour if you applied yourself. Apply yourself. Create your own job. That's all I got for you. I'll catch up with you guys next time. If you get a chance, check out adventuresontheriver.com. We're getting ready to come out with an affiliate module in October. And it's going to be huge, man, because we're going to be talking all about affiliate marketing. We're going to be talking about ways to make bank. Ways to make life-changing bank that can basically get you out of that job. So anyways, I hope you guys are having good fun out there, and I'll catch up with you next video. Peace.